Casio makes everything from watches that cost very little to serious G-Shocks and premium Edifice models. But having the Casio logo doesn't automatically make a watch worth your money. So today, we're ranking 5 Casio watches that actually make sense to buy in 2026. And number 1 might surprise you. Starting at number 5 is the Casio A168. And this one isn't here because it's powerful. It's here because it's iconic. The A168 has been part of Casio's vintage lineup for decades, combining a classic 90s digital design with an easy-to-read display and EL backlight. You also get an alarm and stopwatch, making it genuinely useful rather than just nostalgic. And because the design is so simple, it works surprisingly well with casual outfits. This isn't the watch I'd choose for diving or extreme outdoor use, but if you want a lightweight, recognizable Casio with serious retro character, the A168 is still one of the easiest watches to recommend. That's number 5. Casio describes the A168 as a long-running vintage model with EL backlight, alarm, and stopwatch functionality. At number 4, we're going in a completely different direction. This is the Casio MTP-1302D. If you want a traditional watch that looks more expensive than its price, this is where Casio gets interesting. You get a stainless steel bracelet, a classic analog dial, a date display, and a slim 9.2mm case. It's also rated for 50 meters of water resistance, so it's perfectly suited to normal everyday situations. But the real advantage is the design. This is a watch you can wear to work, dinner, or a more formal occasion without looking out of place. It's simple, clean, and much more versatile than the price suggests. If you don't need a G-Shock, this is a Casio worth looking at. Casio lists the MTP-1302D with a 38.5mm case, 9.2mm thickness, stainless steel bracelet, date display, and 50-meter water resistance. Now we're getting more premium. At number 3 is the Casio Edifice EFR-S108D. And this is one of those watches that can make people guess the wrong price. The case is only 7.8mm thick, giving it a remarkably clean profile on the wrist. You also get a stainless steel case and bracelet, sapphire crystal with anti-reflective coating, and 100-meter water resistance. That's a very different proposition from a typical affordable Casio. It looks sporty, but it can still work with business or smart casual clothing. And that combination is exactly why I like it. If you want a Casio that looks refined without going into luxury watch pricing, the Edifice EFR-S108D deserves serious attention. Casio's official specifications list the EFR-S108D at 7.8mm thick with sapphire crystal, stainless steel construction, and 100-meter water resistance. At number 2 is the Casio Duro MDV-106. And if you're looking for maximum toughness without spending a fortune, this is the one that gets interesting. The Duro gives you a dive watch-inspired design, a screw-lock crown, screw-lock case back, rotating bezel, and 200-meter water resistance. Casio itself describes the MDV-106 as a favorite among diving and swimming enthusiasts. But here's the important part. It isn't an ISO-rated dive watch, so don't confuse its 200-meter water resistance with professional dive watch certification. For swimming, snorkeling, everyday wear, and someone who simply wants a tough, affordable watch, however, the Duro is extremely compelling. That's why it takes number 2. Casio confirms 200-meter water resistance, screw-lock crown, and case back, but specifically notes that the MDV-106 is not ISO-rated as a dive watch. And at number 1, I'm going with the G-SHOCK GA-B2100. Why? Because this is where Casio's toughness and modern technology come together. The GA-B2100 keeps the slim, iconic 2100 design, but adds 2 features that make a real difference: tough solar and Bluetooth smartphone connectivity. The watch can automatically adjust its time through your phone, while solar charging helps reduce the need for regular battery changes. You also get G-SHOCK shock resistance and 200-meter water resistance, and the case is only 11.9mm thick, so you're getting a rugged watch that still feels relatively compact and modern. If I had to choose one Casio from this list for everyday use, the GA-B2100 would be my pick. Casio confirms tough solar, Bluetooth smartphone link, 200-meter water resistance, and the 11.9mm case for the GA-B2100. So here's the final ranking. Number 5, Casio A168. Number 4, MTP-1302D. Number 3, Edifice EFR-S108D. Number 2, Casio Duro. And number 1, G-SHOCK GA-B2100. But which one would you actually buy? The retro A168, the premium-looking Edifice, the legendary Duro, or the smarter GA-B2100? Tell me your pick in the comments, and subscribe for the next watch ranking.